your little piece. Wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show your little piece. Wanna see some more? 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 So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show your little piece. Wanna see some more?
It's week 13 of the NFL. And coming up, it's the 49ers Offensive Player of the Year. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Rams. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It is time. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. For an opener, Purdy to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. First reception for the man who enters the week as the NFL's leader in receiving yards. This one, good for a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
That's taken in by Kelly. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Here's a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again with Purdy. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. Again in the air for Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Back to the air again is Purdy. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this first half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
Throwing again is Purdy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Purdy works out of the pistol. That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Back to the air is Purdy. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. That touchdown number 30 on the year, one shy of LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 31 touchdowns set back in 2006. There's offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. As we hit the home stretch here, you can see throwing on first down is Purdy. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Well, they have not been shy about looking his way in the first half. Already 7 catches, and we've yet to hit halftime. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away. It'll go down as an incompletion. 3rd and long. Throwing again is Purdy. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's Purdy again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw once more, it's Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, 49ers.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Purdy gonna put it up again. He'll look over the middle and find his running back.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in.
Offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. As we head into this final stretch of games, take note, he comes into this one leading the NFL in receiving yards. First and 10 for Purdy. There's that man again, another catch. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game, and that one, a first down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. Offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And as the weeks start to dwindle, on play action, here's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Purdy now on second down. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
And as we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential. Your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away.
This offense making its way back on the field. Play fake. Now it's Purdy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the fourth quarter, and that's a gift. And that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that
this offense and their wide receiver. They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Fires left sideline. That is complete.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat-out dominant.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Over the middle to Ayuk, complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Now, 2nd and 4. Again in the air for Purdy. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. And we'll take it with just over 90 seconds left on the clock. Here's 1st down. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll run here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll run. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up 4th down. So a win here for the 49ers. That was a game that was in